Hi everyone, my name is Megan Joyce, and this is my final discussion post presentation video. Hopefully I said that right. So I'm just going to go down the list of questions that are provided for me to be putting into this video in order for me to get credit in this video. So the first one was to identify what my long-term career goal is. My long-term career goal is to basically that I want to be a registered nurse. Now, I don't really have, well, I do have a preference of nursing that I do want to do. I honestly want to work with children. Most of the volunteer experiences, the jobs that I've had as a part-time, as a full-time student as well, is involving myself with a lot of children. Children love me. And so I feel like it would be a good thing for me to be a nurse in the pediatrics. But if I'm not in the pediatrics, I'm not going to freak out and be like, oh no, I'm not in the pediatrics. What do I do? Well, that's what I love about nursing, is that it's got a variety of opportunities for different types of jobs in different places that require nurses. You can be in a nursing home, you can be in a hospital. There's so many opportunities for nurses. So I just want to be a registered nurse, but I think also my long-term career goal is to have a long career, not to be able to change jobs, to have a career for the rest of my life or a job for the rest of my life where I don't hopefully get laid off someday or fired someday. That's kind of my goal. But if those things happen, it happens, but I'm hoping it doesn't happen. So the core values that come into my career, that's the second question. I feel like the biggest core value that comes into my career goal of being a nurse is that you have to care for people. If you don't care for people or you don't like people, why are you being a nurse? And I feel like I'm a really caring person. You might tell by this video that I am a really caring person and I really care for people. And I take care of everyone around me, from my family, from my friends, and through everyone around me. I take care of my grandma sometimes. She's almost 90 years old, and sometimes she has difficulty driving. And I'm not saying that she's lost her license or anything. Don't say anything about that. But sometimes when it's raining really hard and she needs to go to her hair appointment, I'm caring for her just by taking her to her hair appointment or helping her get out of a car. I'm a caregiver, and I can see myself as a caregiver in a way. And I feel like nurses are basically caregivers. And I feel like if you can't care for people, why are you doing this job? And I feel like another value to this job is you have to be patient. Like, you have to be patient. You have to have patience with people. And you have to have patience with your patients. Hopefully I said that right. So, yeah, you really need to have patience with your patients in order to really get out of this job. And also the same with your patients being patient with you. Because it's not a fast career. It can be a really fast career. It can be a really high-intensity, stressful job, but it can also be a really rewarding job. And you have to have a lot of patience with everything that you do involving nursing. So I feel like that's a really good core value. I believe the next question is, how do my skills apply to your career? So this is question number 3. I feel like my skills really do apply to my career because I can work well with other people. I'm really happy. I'm always happy. I'm always having a smile on my face no matter really what happens. Whether I'm mad or not, I'm always smiling. And you probably can tell just by watching this video, yes, I smile a lot. I'm joyful, I'm happy, I'm always enthusiastic going to work and working with people. And I'm also willing to help people when they're in need, or when they don't think they're in need, I'm willing to help no matter what the situation is. I always try to think positive, and I feel like through being a nurse or being a doctor, you have to be positive that you can find a cure for certain diseases or anything involving nursing and doctors and all that. You have to be positive through all situations in life. I'm a really good listener. I'm able to listen to other people's ideas and what they have to say. And also going back, hoping that people listen to what I have to say. So I feel like listening is also a really big part when it comes to being a nurse. I'm welcoming, I'm down to earth, I'm kind, I'm positive, I'm fun. I feel like there's a lot of things that I can go down the road when it comes down to my skills. I'm very computer efficient is what I meant to say. I think because you have to be computer efficient sometimes as a nurse when you're updating a patient's file or anything. You have to be computer efficient, I feel like, especially when it comes down to typing documents. And even doctors have to do that, and I feel like nurses have to do that as well. All right, so the next question are, what have you learned about yourself by taking this class this semester? I think one thing that I've learned about myself in this class is that nursing wasn't the #1 career choice on these assessments. Like, I kept going down the list, and it's amazing all of these career assessments that we were taking in this class and how nursing really wasn't any of the choices on my list, because you would have lists of what the test tells you what you should be taking. And I feel like it's really surprising that nursing really wasn't a #1 on that list. I was really surprised by that. But it was saying things like I should be a teacher, which to me, that's kind of a fallback plan, because for a long time as a kid, I did want to be a teacher. And I think because I've always saw what my teachers did every day in school, and I thought, wow, I want to do that with my life. But it was giving me a lot of different careers that I really didn't imagine myself doing, but just by the test results, that's what they said I should be doing. So I think I was most surprised by my by the test results, but I think I was really surprised just by how open I really was into looking at different careers, because I was so focused coming into this class thinking, oh, I'm just going to focus on planning my nursing career, in which, yeah, I still am, but I feel like I was kind of surprised how open I was to all these different options, and maybe I should be thinking about maybe this job and this career and all that when it comes down to it. So I was really surprised by that, how open I really was to other career options just by the test results. Okay, so that was question number 4. Question number 5 is, what are your next steps in pursuing your long-term career goal? Well, my next steps are right now that I am currently working on the prerequisites to getting into the SRJC nursing program. And so next semester I'm taking Anatomy 1, and then I'm going to be taking Physio 1. I think I'm right about that, in the next fall. I'm not planning on taking any summer classes this semester. I might thinking about taking a summer class, but it might be more of an elective. Maybe. We'll see. And then next spring, I'm going to take, not this next spring, but 2019 spring, I'm thinking about taking microbiology. And I'm hoping by then that I start passing these classes and getting at least a B in all of these classes. And I know that this road that I have to my career goal is a long road. But after I complete those classes, I feel like it's going to get a little bit more easier after that, because I'm not the best with science, and I do get anxiety sometimes over these really big classes, especially when the teacher is like explaining the class and how difficult it really is. It does give me a little anxiety about that. But I'm trying to stay on my path, and I'm trying not to get discouraged. And I'm trying not to give up on what I really want to do with my career. And I'm trying to stay on path. And I think one of the good things about that is that I have a good support system from my parents, friends, coworkers, and everyone that I know that's really encouraging me to stay on track and just do it. And I know it's really hard, and I might have to get some extra help next semester when it comes down to that, but yeah. All right, so now I'm at the last question. So I'm going to read it. Describe how your occupation and career choices may or may not contribute to your overall satisfaction, both in your career and personal life, in terms of stress management, work-life balance, health and wellness, social life and relationships, and your physiological well-being. I think my career choice and the occupation choices that I have chosen over the years has very much related to everything that has gone on in my life. And like I said, really I never got the motivation to go into nursing until I saw people in my family that were registered nurses, and how great they said that the job was and how much money they're making and everything. So I really wanted that. But I feel like it does relate. And I haven't had too many jobs in my life. I've had a lot of summer volunteer experiences, mainly as a swim aide, as a fundraiser breakfast server at a fundraiser one time, and also as a concession stand aide. But I've only had like 2 real paid jobs in my life, and like 2013, 2014, I was a swim lesson instructor, and I feel like that career, that job was very much related to what I want to be doing, which is pediatrics and working with kids. And it does relate to my personal life because I do love to swim. And I love to work with kids. And I love that job, but I just couldn't do it because, like, I love doing that job, but it was just that I wasn't getting paid much for doing what I was doing. And then it was really just a part-time job during the summer. I really wasn't doing something more every day and all that. And now I'm almost I'm at a year and a half with the job that I am at right now as a dining room server. And as a dining room server, I am caring for people. And I feel like that is related to my long-term career goal, which is to care for people as in nursing. And I'm caring for people just by asking the residents, how are they doing? What can I get for you? Is there anything else I can get for you? Getting their walkers, collecting their menus, getting more water, getting more drinks, getting their desserts, really just caring for them. And that's really what my job as a dining room server is mainly about, is the caring and really being on top of everything. And I feel like that is also part of the nursing. And I'm not sure if I'm even answering the question right, but I think, my career choice will contribute to everything in my life, because I think it will change my personal life, and it will change my stress management because it will make me maybe more stressful, because I understand that nursing is a very stressful job. But I feel like everything that I've kind of went through in my life, I feel like I can handle that. And I feel like it will make my personal life better because I can be really flexible with my work schedule, what days I want to work, what hours I want to work. And I feel like that's a really positive thing about that. And then going into the health and wellness factor of this question, I think it will help my health and wellness. I do admit, I want to lose weight. I have a wedding that I am attending in June, and I admit I want to lose weight. And so that will be a part of it. But I feel like everything that is in this question, whether the social life and relationships and your psychological well-being, I think it's going to be all positive. And I think going into this long-term career goal and everything that I kind of went to, it's been really positive. So I feel like it will be a really positive contribution to all of those factors in my life, and will make me very satisfied with everything. Okay, so I think I've answered all of my questions on this final discussion. If I missed anything, let me know. I really enjoyed taking this class this semester, and I hope that every one of you has a good rest of your year. And I hope that you all have a good rest of your semester. I really enjoyed taking this class, and I wish you all soon, and I hope to see you all soon. Thank you, and goodbye.